Hey there, this is Rd Liapakis of Mystic Prophecy, and you're tuned into Dave Softees Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio.
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Germany, from Massacre Records recording artist, power metal speed thrashers, Mystic Prophecy. Please help me welcome original member, frontman, Rd Liapakis.
Hello guys, hello Dave.
Hello, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to be here, and welcome to the Metal Meltdown. It's about time. I'm honored to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be a part of the show tonight with you guys.
Thank you very much. How are you doing out there tonight?
I was on the studio to mix some new bands with my company guy, Tristan, so we worked together in mixes and recordings for new bands, for a band from Austria with the name Celius on the moment. And before 2 weeks, we're recording the new album from Fire Force from Belgium. So they released before 1 year or 2 years the album with Limp Records. It's ex-label from Rhapsody and a lot of other big bands.
I see. So this is what you do for your livelihood. You work in the recording process and you record other bands and such like that.
Yes.
Very, very cool that you're 100% 24/7 involved in metal or music. That's great.
Yes, yes, that's it, yes.
It's great to have you here tonight with us so that we can talk about everything relating to you and what's going on with Mystic Prophecy. We have your latest offering, War Brigade, that was released earlier in the spring from Massacre Records. And now we have news that Massacre Records will be re-releasing the Vengeance offering, your very first offering, and that's due to launch on the 13th of January 2017. That's great news. I'm interested to know what led this to happen. Why is Massacre relaunching Vengeance?
It's a strange story at the moment. So I think Mystic Prophecy exists now 16 years.
Wow, how
from
time
the first,
flies.
Yes, from the first album, and we have 9 albums now, or 9 recordings. And it's unbelievable that the new album goes step by step every time we sell more CDs. And yes, Massacre asked me if I have interest to re-release the first album from Vengeance. So that was 1999 that we are recording this album. And the album released from a small label named Be Mind Records. They have other bands like Mind Odyssey or so. It's the ex-band from Viktor Smolsky. As we released this album in this small label, we sold over 7,000 CDs in a half of year. So this was really amazing.
Yeah.
For a totally newcomer band. No one knows us, no one knows Mystic Prophecy, and we release a small label album and sell a lot of CDs. We have new fans, we have a new era of fans, so we exist a lot of years, and the people not find the old stuff maybe. So, but I think you can find it everywhere. So if you try to find something on the net or so, or Amazon or so you can find this stuff too. But Massacre is happy with the band. We are happy with Massacre, so we are a part of them for now 10 years.
Wow, it's a win-win situation for you. Because I believe it was after the Vengeance that your follow-ups were released through, I think was it Nuclear Blast?
Yes. This was a big step with the first album, and Nuclear Blast and a lot of other big labels have interest to us for the next album, to release the next album from Mystic Prophecy. And we go 2001, we signed with Nuclear Blast and released the 3 first albums, Regressus and Never Ending.
All great offerings, really great offerings.
Yes. This was a good start, and this was in this time. And now it's a really big label, I think it's the biggest heavy metal label in the world. I think
definitely among the biggest. Yes.
They helped the band with a name to go more steps higher, and with his good job, after 2 albums we go to Massacre. But I think the important thing from the first album is the birth of the new band. I was played, I don't know if you know that, I played before with a band names Valley Sieve. We record with this band 3 albums.
Was that the band with your former bassist Martin Albright?
Yes.
I do recall that. Yes.
Yes. It was a nice band, but this was heavy with Brock parts, with a little bit keyboards and so stuff. But in my mind, I have to do my own band. So I try to find musicians. Martin Albrecht was I written composed songs with Martin, and after this I tried to find some musicians, a guitar player and a drum player.
You got great musicians throughout the whole career of Mystic Prophecy.
I think
you former great guitar players. You got current great guitar players. It's just outstanding the fortune you've had in having really great musicians with Mystic Prophecy throughout the years.
Yes, I think in all our long play we have a lot of good musicians. It's one part of I look very special to find good musicians to do good music, you know. You can have maybe the best musicians in the world, but if the songs are shit, so no one give a shit about if you have good musicians or good names in your band. You know, important is to have good songs. So I give out some news. On this time we have not so much internet, you know, so I give out news in magazines like Rock Hard or Metal Hammer in Germany to find a new guitar player, or in all the Metal Hammers in Greece, in Italy or so, and I get back 35 demos from guitar players, drummers or so. And one of them was Gus G.
Yeah.
He was 18 years old. I hear all the guitar players. I hear every 35 demos from the guitar players from the first song, like the last one. And Gus, if I hear Gus, one music demon say to me, "Hey, this is an amazing guitar player. Take this guy." And I take him to the band, and he record the first album. Yeah, after this we go to Nuclear Blast, go touring with Death Angel and a lot of other bands, recording the third album. So after the third album with Never Ending, so Gus want to spend his time for his own career, in this time though with Firewind.
Right. And at the time, you
Yes.
never thought he'd be playing with Ozzy. That's for sure. That's something.
Yeah, yes. I'm proud for this guy. So he's really a nice guy.
Yes.
And he is the same guy 15 years, you know.
Yeah.
He is the same guy now. He play now with Ozzy Osbourne, but he has not the rock star attitude
No. No. No.
or so. He's a really, really nice guy. He's a really fucking great player, and he's a very, very big friend of me, and I love this guy.
Very nice.
So
To hear.
yes. I like all the guys for Mystic Prophecy. So we have a lot of people in the band. So the one drummer comes in, the one drummer goes out, the next guitar player comes in, the next guitar goes out. So I want to say the music business is not easy, you know. If you have all these guys, all we have jobs, families, children, and so, and everyone have to do his work. And if you play in a band like Mystic Prophecy, you go on tour, you have to play festivals, you have to spend a lot of time for this band. So I think in this business only the strong survive, you know.
Yes, that being said, and plus Mystic Prophecy has a history. So when you do have new members, they have to learn all these classic Mystic Prophecy songs when you're playing the festivals and what have you. And
Yeah.
in addition to what we're talking about, you have this new release, War Brigade, which is also great to talk about, and bringing that up in the conversation from Vengeance to War Brigade, and what you just mentioned about the members of the band. The lineup has changed. Could you tell us who makes up the current lineup of Mr. Prophecy? I know you have something that I never saw coming. You have your first female bassist in the band, which is very interesting. How this? But please elaborate on the lineup.
Yes, the members are changed, but the music of Mystic Prophecy is every time the same. I think if you hear the first riff or something else, you know this is Mystic Prophecy. So I think we are one of the little bands that they play so brutal heavy metal with guitars and drums on your face, you know.
But you also
Us,
can do that, and I have to say, as I might have told you before, Mystic Prophecy music, the songs, the lyrics have inspired many theme shows that I've done here at Metal Messiah Radio. If you don't deal with demons and hell and fire and evil, then you're not listening to Mystic Prophecy. Mystic Prophecy, when you're listening to a Mystic Prophecy song, not only do you hear the music, but when you hear the lyrics, you know you're listening to Mystic Prophecy. You
yes,
can't deny that.
I know what to say. So I read a lot of books, and if I read lyrics, is a little small devil a part of me, you know. So I think it's the heavy metal rock and roll attitude. It's the devil, angels, heaven, and hell. It's a part of this music.
Yeah.
So I think.
Yes.
So I think, yeah.
Yeah, it works great with theme shows. I mean, it's just great to hear music like this with words like this that everyone can relate to this stuff, I believe.
Yes. We try to write music for the heavy metal people, you know. I don't like to give the people some fillers or so. So I try to give the best that I can and the best for my musicians or so. About the questions about Joey, our new bass player. So Connie have other things in his mind. He wants to go other ways with the music, maybe other style of music. So, and he left the band, but we are friends. We have no problems.
That's good to know.
If we check a lot of bass players, Markus asked me if I have a problem if we can check a girl to play the bass. So I tell him no. If this girl can play this stuff, so I have no problem to take a girl in the band.
Cool.
Okay, so we checked 6 or 7 bass players. He was a good players, and one day comes Joey in the studio. We check here, and he was really a hell of a fucking bass player. So I can speak about here a lot of stuff, but if you hear the album War Brigade, you can hear what this girl can play, you know.
Right.
So she's really amazing, a nice girl. She give all his power for the band, and we are happy.
I'm glad that's working out for you. Can you tell us at this time who makes up the rest of the current lineup of Mystic Prophecy?
The lineup is Markus Pohl.
Great guitarist.
Markus is I think one of the important part of the band. So he is a really fucking shredded guitar player.
Really.
And he give his special smell with his playing to the band, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's really, really very, very important in this band. The other one player is Laki Ragazas. Ragi is coming from Greece. It's coming from my home country. I have with him another band with the name Devil's Train. In this band play Jari Kainulainen, the ex-bass player from Stratovarius and now Masterplan, and the drummer from Stratovarius, and I think it's one of the mightiest drummer in this world of heavy metal. It's Jörg Michael from Running Wild, Saxon, and everyone where. But important is, yes, the drummer is Tristan Maiwurm, and on the bass is Joy Roxx, and me.
Yes, the man. You are Mystic Prophecy. You are the prophet of Mystic.
I don't think. I think it's important to have the right people on my back. You know, it's not only me. I think every time if we change musicians, I break really my brain and my head to find the right musician to can play the stuff from Mystic Prophecy. I cannot take someone this or this one. It's a lot of good guitar players in this world out there.
Yeah.
But I need
the right fit.
Yes, I need the right guy to play this stuff that I have in my head, you know. So if you be a great musician but you cannot play this art of music, it's not a cup of tea for me, you know. So it's really important to have the right people for a band to can write the right songs for this band with the name Mystic Prophecy. So I think we try to play real heavy metal. We have fucking loyal fans. I think the important thing of Mystic Prophecy, it's not only to recording good albums, but to have loyal and good fans. So I think a band without his fans is only a big zero, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. Very well said.
So some people or some bands or some people in the future are forget this.
Well, it's very hard, like you're saying, in this day and age, for band members come and go, but to keep true to your sound, it's not going to be an easy task. As I have told you previously, the 2007 release, Satanic Curses, is my favorite Mystic Prophecy offering, but I love all of it. It's all great stuff with Gus G in the early days, with Markus Pohl now, and with your new lineup. But overall, if I was to select one of my favorite Mystic Prophecy albums, it'll be Satanic Curses, and that's going to be hard to top that. Not that I'm saying that I don't like anything else, of course. I love all the Mystic Prophecy, but there was something about Satanic Curses that really did it for me, and I think that was the album that made me more of a fan of Mystic Prophecy than I ever was before that release, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think Satanic Curses, it's a great album. I think it's the hardest album from all Mystic Prophecy. Not only the hardest, but the fastest album out too. So we have a lot of fast songs in there. But this is a small part of our drummer. So we have, in this album, we have Matthias Straub, and he plays before with Sacred Steel. And he play now with Sacred Steel too. So this guy, if we give him some songs, new songs to play, we give it to him with 150 BPM This guy played all the songs in 170, 180. He was a really fast drummer, and so we write or we read songs. If you have a drummer and you know he can play fast songs, you give him this stuff, you know. So you try to give him this. If you hear the previous album, it's not so fast like the Satanic Curses album.
I agree.
And after this album, it's the same. So it's really important to have the right musician to play that stuff that you have in your mind, you know.
I totally understand you. Yes.
What song is your favorite of this album?
The Satanic Curses?
Yes, all of them.
All of them. Really, all of them. Demon's Blood is one.
Okay, Demon's Blood is a mid-tempo. It's a mid-tempo, but it's a fucking great riff. Yes, and it's have a really catchy chorus, and it's a really great song. Yeah, one for my best songs in this album.
Yeah, Rock the Night is also a little bit slower, but you have Dark Forces, Back from the Dark, Evil of Destruction. These tunes all kick ass.
Yeah, Dark Forces is a killer song. Yeah.
Yeah, Grave of a Thousand Lives, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem that we have is if you have 9 albums and you play live now, if we play headliner shows, so we play 90 minutes or so, so we take a lot of good songs, but we can never take all these songs, you know.
Exactly.
So now we go in January and February with the mighty Gravedigger on tour, and we have 45 minutes. Really, it's really fucking hard to take 10 songs from 9 albums.
Exactly.
And we don't know. I ask every day, every 5 minutes, Markus, can we take this song? Oh yes. And this, yes, and this, yes, yeah. But we have now 35 songs. But we need only 10. What we can do? What songs we can take? It's really hard.
Yeah, 45 minutes is definitely not enough time for you to play.
Yeah, but that's the business. We are happy to be with this mighty band from Germany. So he's one of the first heavy metal bands from Germany. You know, they exist now 35 years.
Wow, 35 years already.
Yeah, it's not the first one. But like with Gravedigger, Blind Guardian, Halloween, Rage. I think this was one of the first 5, or maybe Running Wild. I think this is one of the top 10 bands that start the era of the European heavy metal.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary, yes. And yeah, now we go with these guys on tour. We are really happy to do that. Yes, but 45 minutes, it's really short for us, but we try to give our best. So we have the best fans in the world, and we try to give and to show our best side to these guys to help us all these years, you know.
That Gravedigger, the tour with Gravedigger, that actually starts the day that Vengeance is re-released. That's January 13th, right? That's special.
Yes. We released in the first gig of the tour, the Vengeance re-release album. Yes. Nice. And what I want to say about Vengeance, the album has not a new mix and have not a new master or any other shit.
No.
It's a fucking original analog recordings like 1999. I don't like this new digitally shit, you know. I think the new digital stuff, plugins and all this trigger drums and all this shit will destroy this music. And I want to give the people something original and not something prepared with digital signals and plugins. So this was not real, the Mystic Prophecy stuff. So if I try to mix this album new with a new technique or digital or so I think they have a really totally other style.
I understand you.
You know what I mean?
I understand you. What you want to do is you want to have the newer fans of Mystic Prophecy, you want to remind them how good Mystic Prophecy was from the very beginning and get this music back to them. I understand.
Yes. Yes, that's important. So we ask us a lot of people that what's happened with all the albums or with the first, second, and the first one and the second one album. So a lot of people know Mystic Prophecy like War Brigade. I don't know. It's really strange. But if I hear a lot of people, they told me, hey, I never hear this band. So it's really strange for me. So War Brigade have touched a lot of people. I don't know why. I cannot explain why, but we have a really big step with this album. I don't know. We exist now 16 years, and sometime I think the people or a lot of people hear at first time this band.
That's very possible. We're in the year
Yes.
2016, and
Yeah.
maybe the War Brigade release has touched a lot of new fans. So
Yeah.
let's spend some time talking about this particular release. Let's talk about all aspects of it, where it was recorded, who was responsible for the production of it, the mastering. Talk about the artwork of the CD cover and all this. Let's tell these fans that are listening right now all about your latest release from Mr. Prophecy, the War Brigade release. What could we tell them more about this?
Okay, we are recording the War Brigade album on the Prophecy Studios in Germany. So we're recording the previous albums, all these albums in the studio.
I figured that.
With a sound engineer, with Christian Smith, is a friend of me, and we work in the studio together, produce a lot of other bands like Suicidal Angels, Eldritch. We mixed and mastered the last album from Steel Prophet from USA and a lot of other bands. I'm the producer of the band, so I know what I want. I know what is the style for Mystic Prophecy.
Thank goodness for that. It has to be you. Really, it has.
Yes, yes. I think we do every time the same, like the previous albums. So, yes, we're recording on the Mystic Prophecy and Music Factory Studios with Christian, me as producer, mix and master. I fly to Sweden and mix this with Fredrik Nonström. I do that the last 10 years.
Ah,
So
interesting.
it's for me. It's the point is I mixed the first four albums alone. So I mix today. I go home. I hear again the album. I go on the next day. I mixed it different. On the next day, I go home, I hear it again, and go on the next day and mix it again different. Uh, and if I have this luxus, I can do that. But this fucked up my brain. So I think if you try to do every day, you try to do it better, and you have never an end.
You sound like a perfectionist. You
Yeah.
want to have
Yes.
it sound,
Yes.
then you hear it and you want to have it better. That's no way to do it, though. You're going to kill yourself
Yeah,
that way.
yeah, that's
Torture
a never
yourself.
yeah, that's a never ending story. So the album of the third album from us, Never Ending.
Yeah.
I give the album about this story. So this album, I mixed this album 50 days. So every day different, and I can do that, and I can do this, and take out this, put this, do that. It was really crazy. So it was a never-ending story.
I hear you.
So after this album, I say to myself, okay, you take your shit, you fly to the other guy, and you have 5 fucking days to mix with this guy the album, and you come back, and this is the sound and everything you have. So we try to recording every time the sounds that we want. So it's not so I recording a lot of shit and go to Frederick, and he is the god of master. So if you're recording shit, it comes from the other side more shit. So you have to record you have to recording right and with good sounds, with good signals and so everything. I do that now 10 years. I go to Sweden, mix this in 5 days, come back, and I'll be happy.
Good for you.
And that's the sound what I like and what I have in my mind. So he understand what I want. I can speak with him. He know the style of Mystic Prophecy. He know what I want, and we are friends after 6 albums. And I'm really happy to can do that with him.
Yeah, excellent. 5 days is much better than 50 days.
Yes,
If
yes,
you have some
yes,
free time to work on other things.
and cheaper. If I go every day, the cover is from Uwe Jarling. He painted the previous album, Killhammer 2.
Nice.
Uwe Jarling is one of the first guys who paint on the 80s a lot of fantasy covers. He is the first one who paint the cover of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Germany, Conan and Sylvester Stallone and all this cover at first. So
I see.
and this guy is really amazing. You can see it. So he paint everything, and he don't do covers with photoshopping or so. He don't buy a photo and fixes with digital here. So, and I like the old school painted cover. So I think in the 80s all the people have painted covers.
Yeah.
So now to have a painted cover, it's really, really expensive. So you need a lot of time to paint a cover like Mystic Prophecy. So they have a lot of details. If you see, they have million of details. if it's War Brigade or Killhammer.
You have surrounded yourself with great artists, though. That's great.
Yes, but you have to give them your ideas, you know. So you have to tell them, okay, I have an album with the name Killhammer, so I want to have a guy who comes out from hell with a hell of a hammer, so Killhammer, and now War Brigade, a lot of monsters of dogs with a tank with from hell, and all the other guys on left and right comes from hell, and so War Brigade is for me our fans, you know, the fans who are spent his money and are loyal to Mystic Prophecy. So that's the name of War Brigade. And Metal Brigade is the song dedicated to our fans.
That's very nice. And War Brigade, when it came out, you had a tour lined up with Artillery. How did that tour go for you? That was
it was fine. Artillery is a really good band, and one of my old favorites, like 1981. It's a really old band.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Michael, and it's a really good band with a lot of good thrash riffs. It was a good tour, so we have a lot of fun. The guys was really nice, and we had good time. So a tour is to have good time, play good music for your fans, and yeah, we are happy to do that.
I was a big fan of the Ransdorf vocal years of Artillery. They've changed over the years with different vocalists, but those Ransdorf vocals, those 4 albums that he was on, ending with Back, B-A-C-K, that's really great stuff.
Yeah, no, Artillery, I think it's a really good band. So I think maybe is this the biggest problem. I think sometimes if you change a guitar player or you change a drummer or so, it's maybe easier if you change a vocalist who been on the band 10 years. This is what the people are here at first, you know, the vocals.
Exactly, I agree.
Yeah.
Very few times in the history of metal or even hard rock do you replace a vocalist and have success. For instance, with Black Sabbath, you have Ronnie Dio joining, and then you have Iron Maiden with Bruce Dickinson. But with Mystic Prophecy, to replace you, it quite wouldn't work out so well, I don't think.
I don't know. I never say never. So I think everyone is in this world is you can change everything. If you know what guy can replace me or so, I think it's a lot of good singers out there. But the important thing in this music is to can involve your music and your vocals and all the stuff in one, you know.
I agree with you.
So in Mystic Prophecy we are not individuals. So if you hear the album, I try to mix everyone in his right level. So I don't try to put down the guitars and you hear only vocals or you hear only drums or so. So I try to mix an album like a band and not like you can in some albums if you hear it you can see it produced by the vocalist name. And you hear on the album, the mix, the vocals are 20 dB louder as all the other guys, you know?
I understand you. You want to get the full potential of the band and the entire sound out there, not just focus on your vocals. I understand you, yeah. And also, I want to spread the word on the merch for the Mystic Prophecy fans. I want to let them know where the best place is for them to get the entire discography, not just the War Brigade release, but everything. I would imagine that would be at the mysticprophecy.net, your home site. Would that be the right place for fans to go out and support you by getting your discography, or where would you say would be the best place?
I think the important place is, yes, it's our webpage, and after this, the circus of Facebook.
There you go, for Facebook, of course. What about other merch? What other merch besides shirts and stuff, such like that? What do Mystic Prophecy fans have in store for them as far as what merch they can get from Mystic Prophecy?
They can get everything they want. If you go in our webpage, you can see on our web shop, you can have everything you want. You can write us a mail or something else, and we can send everything you want. So if we go now on tour, we have new stuff. So we try to give the people new stuff for the tour. But everyone want to have something from Mystic Prophecy, so they can go in our webpage, mysticprophecy.net,
Yes.
And
MrProphecy.net, and you'll find
yeah,
everything you need to know as far as merch and news and touring, everything related to the band. You'll find on that, but you also can find them out and talk to RD himself. You do run the Facebook page, right?
yes, we try to answer all the questions of our fans. So I think our fans, I told that 10,000 times, it's the important thing of the band. So without our fans, I think the band never exists now.
That's true, right?
It's the same like other bands, I think. If your fans, if you have not loyal fans, so I know a lot of people, okay, they hear this 2 years or this or that, and so we try to give every time to our fans the best what we can from the music, from the songs, a lot of special bonus tracks, good digipacks, good boxes, a lot of stuff to be happy, you know. So we never forget these people. So we try to give them everything we can for his loyalty to Mystic Prophecy.
And being that the holidays are coming up, you know, you're looking for a gift for your metal friends. What else could be better than getting some merch from Mystic Prophecy, right?
Yes, yes.
Let's also give the YouTube channel of Mystic Prophecy. That's on YouTube. User Mystic Prophecy TV. I'm sure you have a bunch of videos there throughout the years. Are there any official videos out there for War Brigade, or do you plan on making any?
Yes, we have released two videos. The first one was Metal Brigade.
Metal Brigade, okay.
Yes, and the second one was the Crucifix. And we recording this with Chris. The videos are really, really amazing and was really expensive. So you can see that if you see the videos, you can see that is a really expensive videos and really good stuff with really good stories. The one is with a story, the other one is only with a band, but in the really, really good location. In the next week, we release the next one. It's a lyric video with a great background, 10,000 Miles. It's a ballad. And on the 1st of January, we give people hell. So we give them Burning Out. So I think it's one of the greatest songs that we ever read from Mystic Prophecy. I don't know if you like it, but I think it's so fucking Bay Area style, like Slayer, Testament, riffs or so.
Love that stuff.
I love this song. I think it's really, really one of my favorite songs of the album. After this, we release a tour trailer for the tour, and 1st of January comes Burning Out in a video.
Very nice. Thanks for that. We're looking forward to seeing that. RD, what would you say have been among your proudest moments of being part of, not just part of, being in Mystic Prophecy, of having this Mystic Prophecy band for the last 16 years? What have been among your proudest moments?
Oh, I think it's from the first day that I built this band. I'm fucking proud, and I'm happy to have a lot of good musicians in my band. And from the first day, I give all my time, all my life, everything for this band. So I can say, maybe one of a big time was to sign with a second album with Nuclear Blast, but I don't know if this is the important thing to sign in a big label. So but I think it's more things that important in a band. Important for me, and I'm proud to play in a big festivals like Wacken, Summer Breeze, play a lot of big tours with guys like Death Angel, Primal Fear, and a lot of other bands. So I have a lot of memories. I have only good memories to be early. So I cannot say this day or this one was better. So I'm really happy that this band exists now, 16 years. So I have seen a lot of new bands. They have a lot of success. You know, they sail with 2 or 3 albums, a lot of CDs, and see a lot of people come, a lot of bands come, and a lot of people go. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Sure, it happens.
In this 16 years, and Mystic Prophecy still be here, and we give more music, and we recording now the next songs for the next album, number 10.
Nice.
Yes, and we try to give something special to the people. I don't want to say what this is, but we want to give them for 10 albums, and I think the new album comes on the first month of 2018.
Great.
I think in one year, so I think, and we try to give our best again. And I think it's a big thing to exist than 19 years with 10 albums or so. So I think it's really magical for us to can exist so many years in this difficult music business on the moment. I think the music business is not easy in the last 10 years to exist, as like a band member, or you can have a lot of, or you have money from the music if you play music, or so you have to go other jobs.
Money? Well, there's no money in this business, right?
Yes, yes, but I don't give a shit about this money. It's for me it's important the music. So I'm a little bit old romantic guy. I learn all this music and all these bands like Metallica, Slayer, Testaments. I was 15-year-old. If I hear that stuff, I say to myself, this is not what I want to do, but not for the money. So if the money comes, it's okay, but if not comes, it's the same. Important is to love this music, and I love to do that. So I never start to play music for the money, but for my love to this music.
Very well said. And it's great news that you're sharing with us about the promising of a new Mystic Prophecy release in early 2018. That being said, I would love to have you come back on the Metal Meltdown to talk about your new release when that day comes. So if you'd like to come back on the show, I'd love to get here with you and talk about that new release when it does come out.
Yes. I think after the tour with Gravedigger on March, we go on the studio. So we don't play a lot of more gigs or so. So we can give our power to this new album, to recording 10 new songs, and we're recording 10 more songs. So we're recording 20 songs for this new album.
Wow, it's going to be a double album?
Yes, but I don't really can tell you now what 4 songs.
No, that's okay though, but I appreciate you giving us this information at all. I do appreciate that.
It's a surprise, so we try to give something special to the people.
Oh, wow. We're looking forward to this. Yeah. That's great news.
Yes.
RD, is there anything that you'd like to say to your loyal fans that are tuning in tonight?
Oh, yes. I think Mystic Prophecy have the loyalest fans in this world. So, and without you guys, this band never exist.
Well said.
That's what I say to the people. So what more can I say? So I'm really happy to have so maybe you think Leah tell her all the time the same. Yes, but this is really for me really important.
It comes from your heart. I could tell that.
Yes, to have really loyal fans, and so they show me that I do the right for these guys,
Yeah.
So if no one want to hear me, so no one buy my CDs, so I stop tomorrow to play music. So I don't want to go don't want to create music, shit music to the people, and everyone says, "Oh, what the fuck is that? I don't want to hear that."
We don't want to hear that. No, we don't want.
Yes, yes. I try to give my best, and if the people like it and buy this, so that's the biggest for me,
Right.
So I have in my head, or I think, okay, I go the right way. I maybe not the biggest right way like other bands or so, but it's not important for me. But I go the right way. I give my fans this music that wait for Mystic Prophecy, Some people or some fans hear this band and they wait to hear the next stuff, but they know what style the band have. We have...
Yeah, they know what to expect from you.
Yes, we have thrashing riffings and choruses and a lot of demons, angels, and hell, and
I love it.
and heaven and hell. So about the lyrics, so I'm not a Satanist or something like else or so. So
no.
I spent a lot of time to read books, and I tried to compose with the lyrics a lot of stuff of my life. And I think heaven and hell are not existing. I think this planet is heaven and can be the hell for every one of us. So
I think a lot of people out there can agree with that.
Yes, I think if you be a nice guy and if you walk up every day with a smile on your face, you don't try to fuck other people or so, this planet is really a paradise, for every one of us. If you be an asshole and you be never happy, and so I think this planet is the hell for you.
Yeah, this world is full of all those kind of people, everything in
Yeah.
between. That's why we're kind of like in purgatory, all of us.
Yeah, yes. You be okay if to your friends and everyone out there. If you be clean with your soul, I think,
Yeah,
that's what want
yeah,
to say.
that makes sense. Yes.
If you be open, you can speak with all the people open. What you think on the moment, So and you be happy. So I think this planet is really wonderful. It's for everyone. It's really wonderful. But if you be a strange guy and you be not happy with the situation about your life and you be angry and you be a troublemaker. You see everything wrong. You see other people only the bad side and not the good side. So I think all your life is like a hell.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
true. There are a lot of people, like I said, out in this world. You have everything from one end of the spectrum to the other, and everything in between. It takes all kinds of people to make this world turn.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Well, RD, I have enjoyed our conversation. I've enjoyed your insight and the topic of Mystic Prophecy. You've given us a great history of the band and a great forecast of the future. You have a lot of things going on, and you've done a great job keeping this band together for 16 years and more. It's going to be more and more Mystic Prophecy over the years, I'm sure of that. And I appreciate everything that you've done to keep the sound of Mystic Prophecy as it is. And I think that we covered a lot of topics to get the information out there to the Mystic Prophecy fans. So that being said, I think you've done a great job.
Yeah, I hope that.
I
I
hope
hope
so.
I hope that we can give the people that they hope or wait from this band. So we try to give our best for the next album too, and no one can kick us out, or we have no reason or so something to stop to play music. It's just it's a part of our life. Rock and roll is not only an attitude. It's a art of life.
Yeah, you control your own journey, your own destiny.
Yes, yes,
And this is good news.
yes.
How about we go crank up some more Mystic Prophecy at this time? Crank it up. Okay.
Okay, yes, yes.